Whoa, hey, now, thank you very much. Oh, it's great to be here. Thank you. Your 2 count, wow. No, really, this is just good. I'm not used to getting this kind of a response on the internet. No, seriously. I mean, come on. A YouTube audience is about as authentic as the plot of one of Dan Brown's books. I mean, come on. You've got the Da Vinci Code and then angels and demons and with all the Christian secrets and conspiracies. So I thought that maybe his next book would be about a real Catholic conspiracy. And, maybe they could call it The Pedophile Sacrament. I kid the Pope. I know. But instead he wrote a book called The Lost Symbol, which is about a search for ancient mysteries in Washington, D.C., or, as I like to think of it, a search for the lost spine of the Democratic Party. I mean, come on, I'm a Democrat. I voted for these people, but I can barely recognize the guys who begged for my vote and my money. But not in that order. I like those guys who are going to fight for me and pass health care reform, and I just don't know why they let themselves get run over by these loonies out there in these town halls, that they had all summer long. And what is it with this name town halls anyway? Have you ever seen a town hall? I haven't. Do they even exist anymore? I mean, most people in the U.S. live in cities now, and so we should be having city hall meetings. Although I am from Chicago, and if the fringe loonies walked into our city hall with their Obama as Hitler posters, Mayor Daley would show them what it's really like to live in a totalitarian regime. Oh, yeah. You do not mess around with Mayor Daley. And if you don't believe me, just ask President Obama. The mayor's about to go to Stockholm to play Chicago's bid for the 2016 Olympics. And he's made it known that he wants that Obama mojo to work its magic on the committee. And, the president's busy, so at first he wasn't going to go. But then he gave in a little and said, I'll send Michelle because, the only Swedish meatballs he's got time for right now are the ones he's trying to get his chicken shit congressmen and senators to grow down there. This healthcare reform thing. Yeah. I think what they really need down there, though, is maybe some Irish corned beef and cabbage balls, because lo and behold, the president is, after all, going to go to Stockholm with Mayor Daley. Maybe Obama should have left Rahm Emanuel back in Chicago and have brought Richie Daley to Washington, because I'd sure like to see them doing health care reform the Chicago way. Which is not to say that I think the Republicans would go down without a fight. No. They've still got some scrappers in there. People in the ranks like former Governor Sarah Palin. The person who coined the now infamous line, death panels. When she's not keeping busy shooting wolves or quitting her job or fighting to keep sick people away from doctors, she's found time, this is true, to auction herself off as a dinner date on eBay. Now, to be fair, she did this to raise money for charity and, in fact, has raised more than $63,000. And the winner of the date is a defense contractor named Kathy Maples from Alabama. Talk about a match made in heaven. I mean, Alabama's known as the Alaska of the South. You've got Eskimos, they have black people, you ride in helicopters and shoot wolves, they ride in pickups and shoot black people. Now, Alabama, it's true, come on, just the other day, Jimmy Carter said that he thought that a lot of people were opposing President Obama simply because he's black. But then Bill Clinton put in his 2 cents on Larry King and said that, he didn't think racism was really that big of a factor. So when Barack Obama appeared on David Letterman's show and was asked about all this, he said that he was a black man before he was elected president, and, he didn't really think it was that big of a deal. And, it was a great line. He got a big laugh, but it is a big deal, and there is a lot of racism infused in the opposition to President Obama's agenda. But it's not Obama or Carter or Clinton who should be standing up against it. No. The ones who should be doing that are the members of the Republican Party leadership. Because when they sit by and let nut jobs hijack their party and drag it off into KKK land and then remain silent, they're giving an open invitation to bigots that their kind is welcome in the GOP. A party which was created with the sole purpose of freeing African Americans from slavery at all costs, but which has devolved into a party of racist, religious fanatics and out-of-work Alaskan hockey moms. And Republicans, take a look in the mirror, because the Abraham Lincolns and Frederick Douglasses of today are named Rush Limbaugh and Glenn Beck, and I don't think anyone's going to be building any monuments to those guys.